Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we have a package. Let's be so for real with ourselves. When do I not have a package? You guys know that I love a good package unboxing video. You're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, what's in the package? Here she is, the package. And you're like, what could fit in such a small little package? I keep saying package, I need to shut up. Or it's scissor time. As most of you know, I'm a competitive bodybuilder. And competitive bodybuilders wear blinged out swimsuits. If you didn't know that, now you do. And I ordered one. There's another one. But my friend told me to order a suit from this girl on Instagram. I think her @ is like Val's Bikinis. Because for me as a college student, it's really hard to find like an affordable suit. I rented one for my last show and that was like $200 to have it for one show. This one I got for a Black Friday sale for $125. And I get to keep it. So we're gonna check her out. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, every time you get a new suit, you just look at it. You're just like, wow, wow, in awe. So, okay, it's not like tight or anything, but here's the top. Ta-da! Guys, you're supposed to be clapping. You know this. Here are the bottoms, and there's the back. I know you're like, what? Yeah. It's all out. Moving on. One thing I really like about Val's bikinis is that they're adjustable. So if I'm like a different weight between shows, it doesn't matter because it'll still fit. So I'm really excited about her. And I figured in honor of getting a new suit, I would talk a little bit about my last bodybuilding show. I did like a day before, day of clip video. It's on my YouTube. Scroll to the bottom. It's down there. And in that video, I like had talked about like how scared I was to do the spray tan. Going on stage after getting a spray tan, nothing. Okay, that is easy peasy, lemon squeezy. In fact, I think they try to traumatize you so that when you go on stage, you look even better because you're just so excited to have clothes on. You heard me right. Guys, they get a little sock. I go in there, I say, hey, can I have like the disposable undergarments? Because I didn't want to be naked in front of this lady I didn't know. And she goes, well, we don't recommend that because you might get a line from where the spray tan didn't get, and if your suit doesn't cover it because it's not like perfect, like it'll have a line. And I was like, oh. So I was like, so you just want me to strip? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, got it. Let's just say I was not thrilled. But I wasn't very angry about it. I was like, okay, you know what? Gotta do what you gotta do. We're here. I just cut for 20 weeks. I'm going into a show tomorrow. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna be like, I don't want my spray tan, actually. So you gotta do what you gotta do. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't just get naked for just anybody. But for this girl, I would. She was super duper sweet and like so professional. I know I'm like blowing this out of the water, like over exaggerating, but like she was such a sweet pea, and it was anxiety-ish, but it helps you grow as a person, and I am gonna have to do it again. So, growth. Yeah. The day before your show, you go in and you get a spray tan. I had to have 2 coats because you see me? I'm so pale. This in the wall, same color. Like, I am so pale. And so I had to get 2 coats. So it took a little extra, like, longer. And so basically how it works is, like, you go, or how it worked at the show I was in, is our spray tan booth was in the host hotel. So where I was staying, the first floor was where the spray tanning was, whatever. So I show up, there's a lady, she's like, what's your name? She's like, okay, I'll call you when it's your time. Sit down. Stand down there, and I'm in a robe, and I put a swimsuit on underneath because I wasn't free balling. Are you kidding me? So I had a robe with like a swimsuit on underneath, and flip-flops. And then you go in, and they take you to a tanning booth, and then they're like, strip. Like I just talked about that conversation I just had with myself. And so then I stripped down in this little booth, and one end is open and it's usually facing a wall so like nobody else can see you, and they spray you down and they tell you lift one arm up, lift the other arm up, bend over. And when let me tell you, when I was bending over, she's like a little bit more. I was like, she's like a little bit more. I was like, girl, my in your face. Moving on. Oh, do I really want to put that on YouTube? After you get sprayed down, you have to dry off. So they move you to another tent naked. So you just walk out of the tent naked and walk over to the other tent naked. And they'll move your stuff over for you. And while I was there, this guy lost his wedding ring while he was tanning, and I heard them talking about it. So I just like was standing there looking around, and I saw it on the floor, and I was like, crazy. But anyway, that was so random. So then you stand in this tent with like fans blowing in, but you also get like a hair dryer, and you literally dry yourself. You're just drying yourself. Yeah. So that's really cool. Yeah. And so that was my first set of tanningness. But then show day, you show up to the venue, or I showed up to the venue where the tanning people were for the show, and got a top coat. So they sprayed me down again, buffed anything that like rubbed off, because like your tan, like it is going to get on everything. So you better wear loose clothing. Yeah, I just remember everything that I touched being orange. But anyway, and so you get your top coat, so they spray you down again. This is where the trauma comes in. I know, you're like, how can it get any worse? So same girl, I have the same girl when I go back the next day, and she sprays me down with my top coat, and then this other lady walks over and she's like, you're still really pale. We're gonna need to give you like another coat. So I'm like 4 coats deep. And so to get this other coat, she has me go to this other tent. And I need to like find a way to explain where these tents were. Okay, we're doing this with jewelry, right? This is me, and I'm in a booth. So this is where I got my top coat. And then they had me go to this one. Mind you, there's a gap between these two. It was actually more like this. Like there was a big gap between these two. This is the garage door, and then this is the stage, and this is the audience. Okay, so they had me walk out here and then walk to this one naked. They put up like a sheet between the two, but the sheet was see-through, and all of the physique men are standing right by this door over here. And so I, fully naked, fully confidently walk across. And then I have to walk back to this one where they dry me off. There was also like another hallway to like the side where like all the bikini girls were waiting. So like they definitely all saw me naked too. And then when I got to that tent on the far end, it was basically see-through. So moral of the story, you're going to get comfortable and you might just have 40 men looking at you. But back to the suit. What was this? Oh my, that took so long. When I was taking my hoodie off, I cut myself with my ring. Here she is. Mind you, I'm not stage lean right now. In fact, I'm quite the opposite. The top doesn't come with like pads, but I'll probably get like molded cups. But yeah, overall, I feel like it's a slay, especially for the price. I feel like she slays. Am I slaying? I hope so. Thanks for joining my video.